Right, you lot, buckle up because we're about to embark on a journey to some of the most spectacular, most terrifying, most downright mental roads on this planet. These aren't your grandma's Sunday drives, these are the roads that'll make your knuckles whiter than a freshly painted Aston Martin. We're talking sheer drops, blind corners, and enough adrenaline to fuel a rocket. These are the forbidden roads, the ones that'll make you question your sanity and your driving skills in equal measure. But for some, the allure of these roads is simply too strong to resist. They're drawn to the danger, the challenge, the sheer audacity of conquering something that most wouldn't even dare to dream of. Subscribe for more and be ready to watch more. First up, we're headed to South America, to a little slice of heaven, or should I say hell, known as Bolivia's Death Road. Now, I've driven my fair share of dodgy roads in my time, but this one takes the biscuit. Imagine, if you will, a narrow ribbon of gravel carved into the side of a sheer cliff face, plunging thousands of feet into the jungle below. No guardrails, no safety net, just you, your wits, and a prayer to whatever deity you subscribe to. It's called the Yungas Road, but they might as well call it the "Oh God, I'm going to die" road. The locals, bless their cotton socks, they just shrug and get on with it. They've been navigating this death trap for centuries, hauling their goods and livestock along its treacherous path. I spoke to one old boy, Miguel, who's been driving this road since before I could even say understeer. He told me about the landslides, the fog that rolls in thicker than a politician's promises, and the sheer terror of meeting a truck coming the other way. You see, the death road is barely wide enough for one vehicle, let alone two. So, when you encounter something coming the other way, it's a game of chicken, with a sheer drop as the loser's prize. Imagine that, would you? Your heart hammering in your chest, the sweat stinging your eyes as you inch your way past another vehicle, the tires scraping the edge of the precipice. And the stories this road could tell. Tragically, it's claimed hundreds of lives over the years. Cyclists, truck drivers, families on their way to market, all swallowed whole by the abyss. There's even a section of the road known as the Wall of Tears, where grieving families have painted crosses on the rock face, each one a stark reminder of the human cost of this perilous passage. But here's the thing about the death road. It's not just about the danger, the fear, the constant threat of plummeting to your doom. It's also about the sheer unadulterated beauty of the place. The Andes Mountains, they're something else, you know. Towering peaks capped with snow, lush green valleys that stretch as far as the eye can see, and waterfalls cascading down the rock face like tears of the gods. It's enough to take your breath away, that is, if the altitude hasn't already done you in, and the people, well, they're a hardy bunch, the Bolivians. They've learned to live in harmony with this unforgiving landscape, to respect its power and to tread carefully upon its slopes. They raise their families here, teach their children the ways of the mountains, passing down stories and wisdom from generation to generation. Their festivals and traditions are a testament to their resilience and spirit. It's a vibrant culture that thrives despite the harsh conditions. From artisans crafting traditional goods to farmers tending their crops, they make the most of what the land provides. Markets buzz with activity, a testament to their enduring spirit. In the end, it's a place where life hangs by a thread, yet flourishes in the most remarkable ways. From the humid, jungle-choked mountains of Bolivia, we venture now to a different kind of beast altogether. This, my friends, is the KhardungLa Pass in India, a high-altitude monster that makes Everest look like a walk in the park. Well, maybe not quite, but you get the picture. The KhardungLa Pass is no joke. We're talking 18,380 feet above sea level, thin air that'll have you gasping for breath, and enough switchbacks to make a corkscrew blush. Now, the Himalayas, they're not for the faint of heart. They're majestic, sure, but they're also unforgiving. One minute you've got sunshine and blue skies, the next you're in the middle of a blizzard that'd make a polar bear feel at home. And the roads, well, let's just say they're not exactly what you call maintained. The KhardungLa Pass, it's a vital lifeline for the people of Lada, connecting remote villages to the outside world. But it's also a treacherous beast, prone to landslides, avalanches, and all sorts of other nasty surprises Mother Nature likes to throw your way. I'm talking about sheer drops that'd make your stomach do somersaults, hairpin bends tighter than a Scotsman's wallet, and of course, the ever-present threat of altitude sickness. Imagine this, you're behind the wheel, your head's pounding like a drum solo, and you can barely see the road through the snow. The engine's wheezing like an asthmatic chain smoker, and you're pretty sure your brakes are about to give out. Oh, and did I mention the trucks? Those behemoths thunder along the pass, horns blaring, seemingly oblivious to the sheer terror they instill in anyone sharing the road. But here's the thing about the KhardungLa Pass. It's not just about the danger, it's about the challenge. It's about testing your limits, both physical and mental. It's about looking fear in the face and saying, "Not today, sunshine." And let me tell you, the sense of achievement when you reach the top, it's like nothing else. You stand there on the roof of the world, surrounded by those towering peaks, and you feel like you could conquer anything. Well, almost anything. I wouldn't recommend trying to take on a snow leopard, mind you. But the KhardungLa Pass, it's not just about the views, spectacular though they may be, it's about the journey, about the people you meet along the way, the hardy locals. There's something else. They'll invite you into their homes, offer you yak butter tea, and tell you stories that would make your hair stand on end. They've seen it all, these people. From the harshest winters to the most treacherous roads, their resilience is inspiring, and it's not just their survival skills. Their culture is rich and vibrant, full of festivals and traditions that have stood the test of time. Traditional dances, music and rituals that connect them to their ancestors and the land they call home. As dawn breaks over the Himalayas, painting the peaks in hues of gold and pink, you realize that this journey is more than just a test of endurance. It's a journey of self-discovery, a chance to reflect on your own life and the challenges you face. And in those shared moments with the locals, you find a sense of connection and community that transcends borders and cultures. So if you ever find yourself at the foot of the KhardungLa Pass, take a deep breath, embrace the adventure, and remember, it's not just about reaching the top, it's about the journey and the stories you gather along the way. Chapter 3. China's Guoliang Tunnel Road, a testament to human determination. Now, for our final death-defying escapade, we're off to the Middle Kingdom, to a road carved not by nature, but by the very hands of those who dared to defy her. This is a journey into the heart of human perseverance, where sheer willpower meets the unforgiving rock. This, my friends, is the Guoliang Tunnel Road in China. A testament to human ingenuity, determination, and perhaps a touch of madness. It's a marvel that stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when people come together with a common goal. Imagine this. You're nestled amidst the Taihang Mountains, sheer cliffs towering above, a raging river churning below. The landscape is both breathtaking and intimidating, a true test of human resolve. The only way out is a tunnel, hacked through the rock face, not by massive machines, but by hand. The sheer audacity of such an endeavor is almost unimaginable in today's world of advanced technology. Yes, you heard that right, hand. The simplicity of the tools used contrasts starkly with the complexity of the task at hand. 13 villagers, armed with little more than hammers and chisels, spent 5 years carving this marvel of engineering. Their story is one of grit, determination, and an unyielding spirit. Now, I've driven through my fair share of tunnels, but nothing quite prepared me for this. The experience is both thrilling and nerve-wracking, a true test of one's driving skills. The Guoliang tunnel is narrow, barely wide enough for one vehicle, let alone two. The tight confines add to the sense of danger and adventure. The windows, if you can call them that, are nothing more than gaping holes in the rock face, offering stunning views and a healthy dose of vertigo. These openings provide brief glimpses of the world outside, a stark contrast to the dark, enclosed tunnel. The air inside the tunnel is thick with the smell of damp earth and diesel fumes, a heady cocktail that'll clear your sinuses right out. It's an environment that assaults the senses, making the journey even more memorable. Light flickers and dances as you drive deeper into the mountain, the outside world fading into a distant memory. The play of light and shadow creates an almost surreal atmosphere. It's like entering the belly of a beast, a concrete and stone dragon waiting to swallow you whole. The tunnel's twists and turns add to the sense of being inside a living creature. Driving the Guoliang Tunnel Road is like stepping back in time. You can almost feel the presence of the villagers who toiled here, their legacy etched into the very walls of the tunnel. You can almost hear the clang of hammers, the scrape of chisels, the shouts of the villagers as they chipped away at the mountain, inch by painstaking inch. Their efforts are a testament to human endurance and teamwork. It's a humbling experience, a reminder of what we humans are capable of when we put our minds to it. The tunnel stands as a monument to collective effort and shared vision. But it's not for the faint of heart. The road demands respect and caution from all who dare to traverse it. The road is narrow, winding, and treacherous. Each turn presents a new challenge, a new test of your driving prowess. One wrong move, one misjudged turn, and you could end up careening through one of those windows and plummeting into the abyss below. The stakes are high, adding to the thrill of the journey, but the danger, the sheer audacity of it all is part of the allure. It's a road that challenges you, that demands your full attention and respect. It's a test of skill, of nerve, of your faith in your own abilities. Every moment on this road is a testament to your courage and determination. And when you emerge from the other side, blinking in the sunlight, heart pounding in your chest, you can't help but feel a sense of exhilaration, of triumph. It's a feeling that stays with you long after the journey is over. You've conquered the Guoliang Tunnel Road. It's an achievement that fills you with pride and a newfound respect for those who made it possible. But it's not just about the thrill, the adrenaline rush. It's about honoring the spirit of human determination, the power of community, and the incredible feats we can accomplish when we work together. So there you have it, lads and lasses. 3 roads, each more bonkers than the last. Each a testament to the human spirit's unquenchable thirst for adventure, no matter how hair-raising it may be. These roads, they're not just about getting from A to B. They're about pushing boundaries, embracing challenges, and proving to yourself that you're braver, bolder, and maybe just a tad madder than you thought you were. So, go on then, you lot. Get out there and find your own adventures.